Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your May 2020 reading. Thanks for joining us. My name is Michelle.
My name's Richard.
Let's get started. Sagittarius, from the Oracle of the Mermaids, you have the card of beauty. It's all about grace, loveliness, integrity of form and spirit. So there's a feeling around this, of course, about beauty, but it's beauty of the soul. Very much a feeling here about a pure expression of the self or of the soul. For within that self lies the beauty of you. Now, Richard has pulled a card from the Mausolea Oracle, and it is a martyr.
Martyr, yes. So this card is about people who can't see their own faults, and then they have to make some sort of restitution, and then until they can see their own faults.
Okay.
And that's kind of what it says in the description here.
So honesty, shame, and restitution. It could be either side resonating, whatever side resonates the most, Sagittarius, that's your message. I do have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck.
And here I've got the Six of Swords, but it's in the reverse.
Okay, so let's cut these cards and let's take a look. Sagittarius, could be you, could be the other way around. We'll take a look. The status of this relationship, how you feel about this person, the strengths, what's working for the relationship, the challenge, your advice, what you should do, advice on what you shouldn't do, what may be hidden, what you may be unaware of, and the potential outcome.
Okay, so status of the relationship, how this person views you, Sagittarius, strengths, weaknesses, what this person should keep doing, what they should stop doing, what's hidden in a situation, and the outcome if nothing changes.
Okay. So we've got the Six of Swords in the reverse. So at the moment I feel like something is stuck. There is no movement forward. It could of course be about the recent restrictions on movement. Could be as simple as that. So we'll see where that one goes.
I had the same card on the bottom of my deck.
Okay, yeah.
Over here we have the Queen of Swords as status of the relationship. So this speaks of somebody who is thinking logically and is ready to cut out from their life what isn't serving them.
Let's take a look and see how you're feeling about this person. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So there's a feeling around this of restricted movement. I mean, if we saw these two together in the upright, it's all about being very clear on one's purpose, and the energy is rushing towards something in the distance there in the future. But both being in the reverse, it tells me that movement at the moment seems to be stuck. It doesn't mean that there isn't the will. It seems to be about a will. Now, I feel that there may not even be communication, or if there is communication, it's very limited in scope. But at the moment, it seems like I'm getting a stagnancy around this situation.
Looking over here at how this person is viewing you, Sagittarius, we have the Nine of Wands in the upright. So it's the wounded warrior. Obviously, I think this person here sees you, Sagittarius, as someone who's lost their way a bit. Somebody who can't find a way out of their current situation, who seems hamstrung by circumstances.
Let's see what we have here as the strength. We've got the King of Swords in the reverse. So we've got a pair here. We've got the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords.
Look at all this swords action.
A lot of swords action.
Especially on your side.
So it's all in the mind here. It's all thoughts. There's no actions being taken whatsoever.
And there doesn't seem to be a great deal of emotion either, at least not being shown.
It's very detached at the moment, which is coming across as the strength for some reason. The fact that there is no communication is the strength.
Okay, so looking over here, we have the Queen of Wands as a strength. Yeah, this is somebody who knows what they want and goes after it, and very confident kind of person, very beautiful kind of person as well.
So it seems to be you, Sagittarius, that's coming up as the strength. So, but I feel like this individual here.
It's almost like, Sagittarius, you're the rock. This person feels a bit lost, you're kind of their shepherd.
There you go. Yeah, that seems to be the case. Now another swords card, look at that, as the challenge is the Seven of Swords in reverse. So this is someone who has they think a lot about you. I think, Sagittarius. They think a lot about you. They may have even planned something at one point, but those plans are not around at the present time, probably because of the world challenges, I would say. So where this person may have been at one point making some kind of plans to speak to you about something, or planning to get together with you, I feel that everything is placed on the back burner. It seems like the plan is unworkable. And what I'm getting here is that it's all there's no communication. I feel like the communication at the moment here, there is none. This person hasn't blocked you, but there's just nothing going on between you at the moment. But they think a lot about you, but that's really all that I'm picking up at the present time.
Okay, so looking over here at weaknesses, we have the Five of Swords in the reverse as a weakness. Yeah, there's a number of ways of looking at that. The Five of Swords is one of those cards, when it's in the reverse, it can be an exacerbation of that. But I'm getting the sense here that, Sagittarius, you're the one who's more even-tempered here, the one who seems to have a greater handle on what the situation is and can see what's going on. The other person, this is Martyr, matron of the blind.
They seem to have martyred themselves.
Well, I see this more as you, Sagittarius, being the guide. They're a bit blind as to what they've been doing and where they're going. And Sagittarius, it seems that you've taken it upon yourself to guide this person. The Five of Swords in the reverse, it means that you've been through some pretty extreme trials with this person because of the way that they haven't been able to see things clearly. And it's all on them. You seem to see with clarity, and the other person just seems to be moving around through this fog.
Yeah,
is what I see. And what you're doing is you're effectively trying to lead them out of the fog.
Yeah, I think for you, Sagittarius, the main thing, and for some reason I'm getting that's more your energy of in terms of you're the one here that has more of the strength.
Absolutely,
more of the perseverance.
No, this is more you, Sagittarius.
Yeah.
This is the other person is the one who's walking around in this fog.
Yeah, they seem to be someone here who's willing just to kind of be defeated by life, and that may be why this King of Swords is coming up in the reversal as a strength. It tells me that rather than just say to themselves something like, oh well, I can't do this because of the circumstances, this person has to just get angry. This person has to feel something, because I feel at the moment when we talk about the King of Swords is normally someone who acts without feeling, but when they're in the reverse, the feelings take over.
Yes, there's no.
So maybe there needs to be more feelings here than there are thoughts, because this person is thinking very logically about the circumstances, saying, oh, I can't do that because of the world events or whatever. But whereas they really need to get in touch more with their emotional side and see how they could potentially overcome the circumstances here, if they choose to. Let's take a look and see what we've got for advice. Now we've got the Hanged Man. Well, that to me again speaks of that martyr energy.
But it also speaks of waiting for things to get better.
Waiting for things to get better. But at the same time, I get a feeling here of, yes, things seem to be out of one's control because of the way the world has gone recently. But it doesn't mean that it will be that way forever. And it also means to me that during that time, with the Hangman energy, you can take that time to look at what needs to be sacrificed in your life. You don't have to martyr yourself.
Right.
And by martyr yourself, I mean by giving up too much for the sake of someone else. Because it seems to me like there's an energy around this person here of giving up on a plan or giving up on action, and thereby feeling hamstrung by circumstances and by people that they're currently surrounded by. It's like, I can't seem to get out of this stagnant energy because of the world and people around me seeming to be opposing this.
Yeah, but yeah, I see what you're saying. All right, let's take a look over here at what the advice is for this person. We've got the Page of Cups in the reverse. So looking at the Page of Cups in the reverse, there's a bit of an immature energy here. Maybe this person needs to act a bit more playfully, show more of their playful side. This seems to be a very serious kind of person, this martyr, matron of the blind. But I think they need to take things a bit easier. Maybe not take so much responsibility for other people.
Yeah, it is that kind of energy, and I'm also feeling around that Page of Cups in reverse. It's about shyness in terms of following one's heart. So there's a feeling around this of making sure that what you want is aligned with for your highest purpose, and going after that, and not being. It's kind of like being secretive or hiding things because you're not ready to reveal them because you're not sure if that's actually what you want or not. It's that kind of feeling that I'm getting around that Page of Cups in reverse, because to me it's not that to me that is not an expression of love. In this case, it's more about following one's goals, one's passions, where they belong. You know, what's leading with the heart. Again, leading with the heart, getting out of the head. There's too much logic here. Right. There needs to be more heart, is what I'm seeing with these cards. Now, have a look at the what you shouldn't do here is the Three of Wands in reverse. So again, it's about restriction, right? Restricted travel, restricted movement,
restricted plans,
being held back. So it's all about being held back here and feeling like you can't go towards what you want or what you want to do.
Right, so looking over here at what this person should stop doing, we've got the Seven of Cups. So it's about fantasy. It's about engaging in fantasy. It's about thinking. I get an overabundance of responsibility on this side. Somebody who feels responsible for this person being lost. And the Seven of Cups here, as what they shouldn't do, is about having this fantasy that they can actually lead this person out of their fog. In the end, I get this strong sense that this person here is going to have to be responsible for their own clarity. But this person here really can't make them see the way.
Gotcha. Let's have a look and see what we've got as what's hidden. We've got the Five of Cups in reverse. So this is about looking towards the future and not living with regret. That's the thing. So I feel like there's an energy around this of, yes, things are stuck at the moment, but they won't always be that way. I feel like if you get too caught up with feelings of sadness or despair in terms of not being able to be with someone or not being able to go towards something that you want to go towards, if you get too caught up in that, then you do tend to feel very resentful of people around you and your current circumstances. So this is about knowing that there's still something to be retrieved here. There's still something to be looked forward to in the future. It's like having a future goal, not being able to go for it right away, but having a goal for the future. You know, keeping you going with keeping hope alive, keeping your dreams alive, that kind of feeling.
Okay. Looking over here at what's hidden, we got the Death card. So this person has to go through something, but the death cycle is not something that anybody can really help anybody else through. You have to do it yourself. It's kind of like what I was just talking about.
Yeah.
So you know, there's a little bit of, I've got to say this, Sagittarius, a little bit of arrogance about you and about you, what you feel like you're capable of doing with this person. I think it's a bit unrealistic.
Yeah.
I feel like you feel like you can actually force or bring this person through this death cycle by sheer will and leading them and showing them the way. I'm not sure that that's actually possible here.
Whereas with the Hangman, it's really about that personal journey, right? Someone needing to look at what they need to sacrifice in their life. And if they don't want to sacrifice anything, well, that's up to them as well. Let's take a look and see what the outcome is. We've got the Emperor in reverse. So Sagittarius, this is obviously someone who's very unhappy. Could be you, it could be the other way around. But I've got this as masculine energy on this side, and I feel very strongly that this is about someone who feels like they don't have control of their life. They feel like circumstances around them are out of their control, and they feel a loss of strength and a loss of power as a result of that. And it's making them, to be quite honest, I get a lot of resentment and a lot of ill feelings around this person because they haven't been able to get what they want.
Right, and over here on this side, I think this is more your energy, Sagittarius, but I think you're being a bit unrealistic in thinking that you can actually help them through this. Because their feelings are their feelings, but you can't really change that.
Right.
No matter how much you want.
You can't change this person's circumstances.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, the outcome, Queen of Cups. I mean, that's a lot of true empathic energy, compassion. You see, the thing is, Sagittarius, you feel like you're doing the right thing here. You're the one who's emotionally balanced. This person here, there's no balance. But, my advice to you would be, give up on the expectation. Try not to take responsibility for this person's healing. They're going to have to go through this death cycle on their own, and as hard as it can be to sit and watch someone in pain, you may just have to do that.
So we'll see where this goes in part 2. If it's resonating, please do join us. The link is below in the descriptions box, and that will be on the Vimeo channel. It'll be about another 30-minute reading, and we'll be looking at some Lenormand cards, clarifying what's down here, as well as oracles for guidance. If you'd prefer a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. And if this one doesn't resonate, Sagittarius, it's a general reading, so it won't resonate with everyone. It could be vice versa, of course. If you're cross-watching, this may resonate as a Sagittarian that you're dealing with, either side. And of course, if it doesn't resonate at all, you can check out our Soul for Repair playlist on the channel, and there you'll find the readings that are done in the he said, she said style, but they're not sign or time dependent. So don't forget about the link below, and don't forget about liking, sharing and subscribing. If you're a newcomer, we'd love to have you. Wishing you the best with this, Sagittarius. We'll see you in part 2, or we'll speak to you again very soon.
Thanks, Sagittarius. Goodbye and good luck.